Well, we got quite a bit of stuff to talk about tonight, guys. So, Nintendo Mobile has shown off the new trailer for the upcoming banner. It's called the Sacred Memories banner, which I have to say is probably the best sounding name for any banner we've ever gotten. So, pretty cool stuff. It is yet another Sacred Stones banner like we were all predicting. So, that Leon and Volter Grand Hero battle were just dead giveaways to this. So, most people saw it coming, but there were a couple of curveballs on the banner that we didn't see coming. So, we're just going to talk about it right now. I'm going to talk about each unit one by one. I'm going to talk about their skills. And then I'm going to give my opinion on whether or not it's a good idea to summon. So, let's start things off with Myrrh. She is a green breath dragon just like Fa. And unlike all the other dragons in the game up until this point, she is actually a flying unit. So yeah, you could run her on the flying team if you wanted to, and she's gonna get flyer emblem buffs, which is pretty cool, and I think that's a really interesting concept for a dragon to have. That also means you can run this dragon unit on the flyer team and have access to a green breath dragon that can potentially deal with Reinhardt and Lyn for you. So really awesome stuff. Her weapon is Great Flame, and it's the first legendary breath weapon in the game. So already she's leaps and bounds ahead of all the other dragon units in the game. Her weapon has 16 might and 1 range. It's granting attack up 3, so practically 19 might on this weapon. And if the unit's defense minus the foe's defense is above or equal to 5, foe cannot make a follow-up attack. Okay, that is huge right there. Basically, if her defense is 5 points higher than the foe, they're not going to be able to double attack her. And that is a very, very big deal right there, because if you guys remember in Sacred Stones, Myrrh's base stats were pretty heavily favored around attack, defense, and res, and her speed was quite low. So having an effect like this on her weapon where foes are not going to be able to double attack her, and it's probably a guarantee that her defense is going to be quite higher than all the foes that will be attacking her, she's going to have a significant edge over all the competition. And being able to take a hit and not get doubled, and then potentially double the foes back if you give her quick repost, is going to be completely devastating to her opponents. So very, very good weapon. Also, if the foe's range is equal to 2, damage calculating using the lower of foe's defense or res. Now this we've seen on all the refined breath weapons already. It's a very good passive effect, and I'm glad to see that she's getting this, because it's very unlikely that they were going to let us refine this weapon anyway. So she comes with it right off the bat. Very good stuff. She has Bonfire as her special attack, which is again giving more credence to the fact that her defense is going to be ridiculous. She has Fury 3 in the A slot, which is a pretty good one for starters, but you're definitely going to want to swap that out for Distant Counter, just to make sure that Great Flame is going to be able to attack ranged opponents from afar. And usually Lightning Breath is the weapon you would run on dragons, but there is no way in the universe Lightning Breath is going to compete with Great Flame on this unit. So definitely try to get Distant Counter on her if possible. She has no B slot, but you're going to want quick reposts pretty much. And finally, in the C slot, she has the long-awaited Honed Dragons. Now, the Dragon team is finally complete, so you can have Honed Dragons and Fortified Dragons. Very, very good to finally see this, and with the addition of Myrrh in the game, she pretty much takes the Dragon team to the next level. They were already very good with weapon refinement, adding some really cool effects to Lightning Breath and the other breath weapons, but this is like on a whole other level here. Myrrh is such a good unit, and she has such a great weapon with Honed Dragons. She's a flyer, so she can guidance support her allies. It's just going to be crazy. Myrrh is definitely the star attraction on this banner, I would say. And if you're planning to summon, then definitely go for Myrrh. Okay, so our next unit on the banner is Larichel, a very fan-favorite character. She has some of, if not the best dialogue in the entire series history. So I was very happy to see Larichel on this banner. Hopefully we're going to see some good dialogue in Heroes to show off Larachel's unique view of the world, if you guys know what I mean. So her weapon is very interesting because a lot of people thought she was going to be a staff unit, but as it turns out, they went ahead and made her a blue mage. And of course she's a horse. She was always a troubadour in Sacred Stones, so she was a horse unit over there. But the difference is that she's not a cleric in this game, so Ivaldi has been turned into a blue tome. It's got 14 might, 2 range, it's giving her +3 defense, and if the foe is at full HP at the start of combat, it gives her attack and speed up 3 during combat. Now, this is comparable to Siegbert's weapon a little bit, which gives him Swift Sparrow when he initiates combat. But what's really nice about Ivaldi is that you're getting this buff on either phase. It doesn't matter whose turn it is, so very good stuff there. I just really wish that Larachel was a cleric, just like Elise being a horse and a cleric. And she does not have Latona as her assist, which also disappointed me a little bit, seeing as how they gave Micaiah Sacrifice as a 400 SP assist skill. I was really hoping Latona would be her assist at 400 SP as well. And I was also hoping that Ivaldi was going to be the first legendary staff in the game. But it looks like they're not really looking to do that, and it is disappointing to see Larachel as another blue mage horse, since we already have so many good ones in Reinhardt and Olwen. So Larachel's not really bringing that much to the table, like a lot of us were hoping, but she still looks like a pretty solid unit. She has Growing Light as her special attack. It's just an AoE special, not much to say. Renewal 3 in the B slot, so that's going to save you a Fa Sacrifice. And Res Tactic 3 in the C slot passive. So it's going to give you a bit of incentive to run Larachel on a tactic team. Although I would say it's just better to have the Horse Emblem buffs for her in the C slot. Either Hone Cavalry or Fortify Cavalry, whichever one of your choice. So Larachel, not as interesting as she could have been, but it's definitely great to see Larachel added to the game. She is one of my favorites. Actually, I think Lucina's the only female character that I would rank above Larachel. So that's just my opinion on that. And our final unit on this banner is Eirika. And surprisingly, Eirika is a red mage. So I have no idea how they came up with that. Also, her weapon is Gleipnir, which was a dark tome in Sacred Stones. So really, I don't know what they're going for with this, because it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But it's still a pretty cool concept. And she is on a horse as well, so that makes her a red mage horse. Being a horse unit isn't really a surprise, since we've seen Eirika and Ephraim ride horses in Sacred Stones. But what really threw me off was the fact that Eirika has been added to the game, and she's already in the game. So this is the first time we've had a duplicate copy of a unit that has not been a seasonal unit or a CYL unit. So this is adding a new layer of what they can do to the game in the future with how they choose to add new units. So you can expect to see some more duplicate copies of units later on that don't happen to be seasonal, which I think is good. So as I said before, her weapon is Gleipnir. It's got 14 might and 2 range, and it's giving her 3 res, and also the same effect as Ivaldi, where she's getting attack and speed up 3 if the foe is at max HP. This is a very good weapon, and it's also very good for the fact that up until this point, Leo was the only red mage horse we had. So Eirika is definitely going to kick Leo to the curb. She's got a way better weapon than him. I'm sure she's going to have way better stat distribution than him. So it's very nice that we finally have a solid red mage horse in the game. She has rally attack and speed as her assist skill. So very nice stuff there. That's finally been removed from Bride Cordelia. So you can now get this on the standard summoning pool. Very good stuff. She has Swift Sparrow and Desperation 3. Pretty much telling me she's going to be a similar unit to Brave Roy with some really nice attack and speed, above average defenses, and then probably less than average HP. So that's what I'm expecting her stats to be. And finally, in the C slot, she has Red Tome Experience 3, which is really just a slap in the face to the people that could not get Christmas Staria. I really wish that this had been Red Tome Valor 3 instead. But I guess it is what it is, guys. And really, her C-slot passive does not matter anyway, because she's just going to have either Hone Cavalry or Fortify Cavalry. So, overall impressions of Eirika, she's definitely going to replace Leo, and that makes her a good choice to summon for. Now, looking at the banner as a whole, I would say it's actually a good idea to not summon just yet. I'm not telling you guys to not summon on this banner at all, but I'm telling you guys to just hold your horses for a moment and wait for Legendary Hero Fest 3 to drop and see which units are actually going to be on that banner first. And there's really no rush to summon, so just take your time, save your orbs for a little bit, and if you don't like what's on Legendary Hero Fest 3, then go ahead and summon on this banner to your heart's content. But like I said, guys, it is a good idea to just take a sneak peek at what's going to be on the next banner first before you go ahead and jump into this one. Because that Legendary Hero Fest banner is only going to be up for 5 days, whereas this banner is going to be up for quite some time. So you do have time, it's no rush. Take your time and make a good decision. And I would say definitely prioritize Myrrh and Eirika. And sadly, even though I love Larichel so much as a character, I feel like they just could have did so much more with her. So it is a little disappointing to me. But overall, guys, this is a very good banner and it's got some pretty cool units on it. So as always, this is Tacho signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, cheers, have a great day, and I'll catch you guys again in the next one.